In this short video, we will be discussing the importance of evaluating educational websites, some strategies and tips for evaluating such websites, and some recommendations for how to work with students on this topic. Dr. Tim Green says, the amount of information available on the internet continues to grow at a phenomenal rate. According to various sources, including Dr. Tim Green and Philadelphia University, there is now an overabundant amount of information available at our fingertips, and that amount continues to grow rapidly. Unfortunately, not all sources are reliable, and being able to access the higher quality information is getting harder to filter through. As adults, we need to learn how to critically evaluate educational websites so we can then model the process to our students. As Dr. Green states, teaching your students how to critically analyze the information that they find on the web is an important part of teaching them to be responsible users of the internet. When critically evaluating a website, here are a few strategies or tips to help you get started. Dr. Green recommends evaluating the website's purpose, content, and functionality. Another way to evaluate a website is to ask yourself 3 questions. First question is, who is the author? Look them up. The goal is to see what other publications are available from that same author, whether they publish often, and any other information about them. If you cannot find a lot of information about the author, then it is likely not a reliable or well-known source. Second question to ask yourself is, where did the article come from? Both Kevin Arms and Dr. Tim Green recommend clicking around to make sure all the buttons and links on the website work, checking the About Me or About Us page, and referring back to the original article. Chances are if the other links do not work, the site might not be providing accurate information. Last but not least, ask yourself whether the article is credible. You have to form your own conclusion based on the previous questions you answered about the website. Lessons that work for your students will all depend on their age and grade level, but here are a few ideas to help you get started. First, think of a strong reason why your students need to learn to evaluate websites and talk to them about it. Make it relevant to them. Then model what evaluating a website might look like. Pick 2 websites where one is obviously non-reliable, and then pick another pair of websites where there might be only subtle cues that tell you a website is not as reliable as you might think. Finally, give students a chance to practice. You can assign them websites where they have to figure out which are reliable and which are not, and why. You can have it be a group activity or partner work. The goal would have to be to have students understand or be able to explain how they figure out which sites were reliable sources and which were not.